After Chennai, I went to Mahabalipuram. This is my hotel, and through my hotel manager I managed to book a sightseeing tour of all the different temples that are here in the area. And let me tell you, it's quite a lot. So as you can see, we're standing here next to the Five Rathas. 5 different temples made of sandstone. So the king who made these temples was inspired by some other countries. And so you have different kinds of architectures here. It took 38 years to build these temples, but it wasn't finished because the king was eventually in a war, which he lost, and then the opponent didn't finish the temples. Next up, the lighthouse. So behind me is the old lighthouse. They built it thousands of years ago. And then on top of the lighthouse they made a fire. So in the night then the ships would see the fire and they wouldn't crash into the land. And behind this lighthouse is a newer one. It was made I think around 100 years ago by the English. But also that one is not in use anymore. Mahabalipuram is also famous for his sculptures. So we saw some sculptors in action. And then it was time for some tea. Thank you. So you have one of the temples behind me here. This is the last one remaining, the rest got swallowed by the sea. So behind me is the Krishna waterfall, and this rock can be moved. Like they tried it with like 7 elephants, didn't move at all. And when you come closer you see it's really massive. You can imagine like 7 elephants can pull this thing down. And it's really fun to see everybody's getting close to the rock, trying to push it over. Some people sitting under it as well. That was not able to move it. I probably didn't get the memo because there was a party. I got totally painted all over, but it was really fun. Alright, first gonna wash up now and then take my bags and I will go in the bike. That's a good morning. That's a good start of the morning. I don't think it's coming up easily. Sort of clean again, and almost ready to go. I'm gonna grab a plastic bag for my dirty stuff, and then I can go with the motorbike. in Pondicherry right now, and I'm in Whitetown. Whitetown is a French colonial part of the city, so you have a lot of French architecture as well. I'm staying in Nomad House. There's a guy there, Zach, from South Africa, and today we're gonna explore some things in the area, Auroville. It's a community of people from all over the world, so we're gonna see what's the fuss about. So I got some pastries, we're gonna eat some, and then we're gonna go there. And in the meantime, I'm gonna show you a little bit of French town. Enjoy!
Je parle, des fois tu ne m'entends pas. Comme un écho qui s'évapore dans l'univers. Sans retour, tu me laisses sans voix. Cloué, perché dans le vide de cette éternité. Je pleure, je crie, je bois, mais parfois le regard vide sur les photos des belles années. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. Je meurs, tu ne vois pas. On meurt. Je te glisse entre les doigts. Je te glisse entre les doigts. Je te glisse entre les doigts.
So eventually Zach made other plans, so I went to explore Auroville on my own. I think I'm driving in circles, but the visitor center is that way?
Yeah, good.
Okay, thank you. So I parked my bike here and hopefully I can go in now. So I first have to go here, I think. Let's try it.
Social conventions, self-contradictory moralities, and contending religions. A place where human beings, free from all slavery to the past, can devote themselves wholly to the discovery and practice of the divine consciousness that is seeking to manifest.
So I found the information center, and in there was a video you had to watch before you could enter. So what my understanding is for Auroville is it's a community of people come together from all different countries, and it's more like a spiritual kind of community that believes in humanity instead of like a religious community. So now I can go to the mushroom here, and that's like a great golden globe in the center of this village. If you want to join this community, it's totally free. You just have to sign up. I feel a little bit weird filming this because I feel like I came into like a secret community and I'm not allowed to, but I heard they're actually there's pretty nice people here. I see a lot of like old kind of hippie kind of people riding their bikes here, so that's pretty funny. And it was started I think in 1966, so probably a big community of like old hippies here. It's huge, it's bigger than I expected. So inside is a whole white chamber with a crystal globe in there. And it's not used for meditation, as they say, but it's for concentration. So you can go inside, but you have to have permission. It's only for people who are really serious about it. So I don't think I will be able to get closer than this, but it was already amazing to see this thing. It's quite something. So I talked to these guys who were staying here in Auroville. Well, they wanted to stay like in the circle of Auroville, but they're 5 kilometers outside of that. And they told me there's a lot of restrictions here as well. So they wanted to go inside the Matamir, but it was really difficult and they have not been able to go in. So it still feels for me like it's shrouded in a little mystery. But I don't know, maybe that's my observation, but it feels interesting. So I also talked to some people who are staying here, so for a few weeks, and because of privacy reasons I'm not going to show their faces, but they told me like it's quite a place, they feel tranquility, there's a lot of nice activities they can do, and everybody seems very friendly as well. So there's like old people riding on their scooters, and every time you wave to them they smile and they wave back. So that's pretty cool. So I only spent one day in Auroville, but in that time I heard two kind of stories. One is the bright side. So Auroville is built for the community. There are 16 nationalities living together in harmony. And the goal is to live beyond politics, beyond religion, to live as a community together. Striving for unity, sustainability and conscious living. The people I spoke to who lived there for a week, a month, they were very happy, very content. And I can see why, because there's a lot of sources that let you see that there's a lot of workshops you can do, like pottery, wellness, healing, yoga, things to heal the conscious mind. And if you're spiritual, I think that's something that's really good for you. The other thing is they don't have money, so they do get paid $170, but it's all about the community, giving and receiving. So the idea is that the community is open for everybody, no matter what your religion, what your race. And Auroville is even funded by UNESCO because it's a sort of experimental utopia. And in theory, it works. It seems like a lot of fun and people seem to enjoy it.
When I came to Pondicherry to open this hostel, I used to go a lot in Auroville, so they had like a nice community, very open, and every night something was happening. And so nice thing that we had at the time is the locals, so the Aurovillians, they were totally okay with the idea of like having people from outside Auroville coming, but participating to all the activities, events, workshop, any classes they were giving, any training they were giving. Mostly free of charge as well. Yeah. So it was much more welcoming.
But then there's the other story.
What happened in the last years, especially since COVID, is that as everybody in India had to stay home, people staying home, they got to know about Auroville, which was one of the very few places in India where the rules that we had to follow through were not mandatory, in the sense nobody was forced to wear masks, nobody had to follow the rules, vaccination or not, it didn't matter to them. It became kind of a place of freedom. Yeah. And Auroville went through a certain level of hype afterward. People who actually didn't really want to take part into the project or take part into the way they were living were also coming. So it really created a shift in the local mentality, the local mindset, also the way they were living, because at the end we should not forget that most of the people that are living there, it's their community, it's their house. So having a lot of outsiders coming just to visit around wasn't really making them feel comfortable. Like I would personally, and I believe you too, if you were having a family and every morning you have to go to school to drop your kids and then go to work, and you have some random people coming and taking pictures of you, once or twice you'll be fine with it. But if it happens every day, constantly, it will make you feel a bit uncomfortable.
It's now a little bit harder to get into Auroville just because they don't want to get the wrong people into the community. And I get that. But I also heard stories of long-time residents feeling excluded and silenced.
Auroville was created with the support of the government. Even the United Nations helped them.
Yeah.
Those lands do not belong to Auroville. It was given by the government. In the last 2-3 years, we are also seeing a shift where the central government is trying to take some control out of it. So the good thing about Auroville is it's all about spiritualism, it's all about a certain way of living. It's becoming a great way of promoting spiritualism, which is a sort of soft power for the Indian government, to the outside, to the external world. So lately you can also see a shift from the government side where they're trying to implement a certain mentality, a certain control on Auroville, and that's something that's not pleasing to the Aurovillian community, especially the people who have been here since the beginning. So lately you can see a big shift where people are actually leaving the place because they're not really connecting with the original vibe of the place anymore. So that's something that's quite disappointing.
For me personally, because there were not a lot of people in there, and I get it, I mean, I don't think you want to become like a zoo for tourists, but it felt really closed off because there was nobody telling a story. You had to come in, see a video, and then you could watch them much more, and that was it. If there were people like talking to you, explaining the concept, maybe I would have felt more welcome.
The thing I always loved about Auroville, and the thing that I always tell my guests when they come to my property is they come with the assumption that it's a cult.
Yeah.
But the major difference between something that's a cult and not a cult is the openness they have. It's like the accessibility to come inside and leave the place. Yeah. Auroville is totally open. It's open to public, it's open to coming and joining them, but also leaving them. There is no control from the community on you. You have a total freedom of joining them or leaving them, which is not something you will find in most of the cults, if not all of them. Mm-hmm. The fact that now they have to close down to protect their privacy, to protect their freedom, is something that's, that might make people believe that it's a cult. Yeah. But people need to understand the main reason they're doing it is to protect themselves. Yeah. Otherwise, they're extremely open and very friendly people.
Maybe I was there on the wrong day, I don't know. But still, it felt a little weird. And after hearing both stories, I think my conclusion is Auroville is a beautiful vision, but only if it truly lives up to its values, without harming people and without closing doors. I mean, yeah, every society needs rules, right? Because I understand that you don't want to attract the wrong people, but if you're telling us you're an open society, open for everybody, it feels a little bit weird that there's nobody there. There's stories of people feeling excluded. It leaves me with a little weird feeling. But that's my feeling, and I can only judge for myself. So if you want to experience it for yourself, it's quite something. So I would say just go there and experience it for yourself. Alright, thanks for watching. And if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Next time I'm gonna explore some temples in Tanjavur and Madurai.